Hello Gemini, this is EJ with EJ Star Tarot with your reading from July 12th through the 18th, 2021. We start out with the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles means balance, could be multitasking, maybe some financial difficulties or trying to balance your finances a little bit better. Maybe you need to focus on one thing at a time. Maybe you're making some major financial decisions, or maybe you could have financial stress. This could mean a lot of different things. Okay, maybe you're trying to make better financial decisions. Maybe you're just doing too much, or you have us Geminis, we always have a lot of ideas and we just want to run with them all at the same time, but that's not how it really works, is it? So I feel like maybe some of you are just kind of like, you've got so much going on, and it's asking you, do one thing at a time. Okay, do one thing at a time. Focus on one thing at a time, and then you'll be able to accomplish all the things successfully. So I really feel like that's what this is about. But let's continue and see what else Spirit has to say. All right, Spirit, what else do we have for Gemini? July 12th to the 18th, 2021. What do we have for Gemini? July 12th to the 18th, 2021, please. What do we have for Gemini, please? What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know? And I have to tell you, Gemini, I was shuffling your cards and shuffling your cards, and this card came out. And it just didn't feel right, so I kept shuffling and shuffling and shuffling, and then it came out again. So I was like, okay, then that's what it has to be. But yeah, what else, Spirit, do we have for Gemini? What else do we have for Gemini, please? July 12th through the 18th, 2021. What else Gemini need to know, please? What does Gemini need to know, please? Alright. This card just flew across the table, so we're going to take that. Three of Cups. Okay, so Three of Cups is about celebration. As I mentioned, when we focus on one thing at a time, we're able to accomplish things successfully. So then we're happy about it, we're celebrating about it. It also could be that, when you make the right financial decisions, you feel good about it, right? Maybe at the time, maybe you have to give something up, maybe you're sacrificing something. You feel, maybe at the moment you don't feel that good about it, but then it feels like a sigh of relief. But I really feel like there's some happy times ahead with the Three of Cups. But of course, things can change, right? But I feel like I feel like there's going to be a very favorable outcome for you, and I feel like you're healing through a lot of things. And you may not see it right now, but I feel, honestly, Gemini, with the two cards here, I really feel that whatever this outcome is that you're really going towards something better. I could share a story with you as we wait for another card to come out. Spirit, what other message do we have for Gemini, July 12th to the 18th, 2021? So I had my own car that I was financing, right? And then I inherited my mom's car. So, and that was paid for, and like absolutely low miles. So she had a Honda, and I have an Infiniti. Well, I had big payments, and I struggled. This last 2-3 years, I struggled in making payment because, well, a long story, right? And I sold the car. I sold the Infiniti back to Infiniti, and it paid off the loan. So now I feel better, right? So I had to make a decision here. I had to make a very good financial decision here, and I felt like that was better. So now I'm just going to drive the Honda. Big difference, right? But it's a car, and it'll get me to where I need to go. It's a good car. It had, like, again, it had, like, when I inherited the car, it had 35,000 miles. Now it has a little bit more because I did use it. But nevertheless, but no big car payment, right? No big car payment, no big insurance payment. So now I felt bad when I was doing it, right? But I knew it was a good thing. I knew that it was something that needed to be done. So just a quick story. I just wanted to share that with you in case some of you guys are going through the same thing or having to face something similar, and you have to make decisions. And sometimes it's difficult, and sometimes in our mind we don't want to, but in our gut, that's how it was for me. In my gut, it was like, this is the right thing. In my mind, I was like, no, that's your car. Why are you going to do that? You can afford it. But really, realistically, my goals have changed. So I let go of something, and I know that a bigger blessing is going to come in, right? All right, the next card is the Ten of Wands. So I just wanted to share that with you. Gemini, just because I know a lot of people go through similar situations, and sometimes you can't see the answer in front of you. And if one person shares their story, it enlightens you, right? And that's all I'm trying to do here. Okay, so 10 of Wands. Sometimes we feel like we work a lot. We've got all these things going on, right? Here we are, that Two of Pentacles, all these things going on, and we feel like we're not making any headway. Sometimes we need to let go of one thing to, again, to accomplish another. We'll do one thing at a time. Reduce our workload, right? Manage our finances. And I feel like you're taking steps and you're taking the steps to take control here. So this is basically what I see here. Is so there are going to be some decisions that you're going to make, but know that the end result here, that Three of Cups, is going to be a very favorable outcome. So if there's something you're trying to accomplish, and you know that sometimes we've got to juggle things around, maybe put one thing on pause so that we can continue on the next path, right? The next journey, the next project. That's what we have to do. Sometimes, again, our mind will tell us no, but our gut is like, you're not listening. This is what you need to do in order for things to work out and those bigger blessings to come in. We've got to juggle things, right? We've got to let things fall in its order when it's ready to be. Okay, so we can't just kind of rush into everything. When we rush into things, again, those things don't work out. Spirit, what else do we have for Gemini? July 12th through the 18th, 2021. What else do we have for Gemini? What else do we have for Gemini, please? What else do we have for Gemini? What is Gemini going to do, please? July 12th through the 18th, 2021. Okay. This card wanted to come out earlier and went back in the deck, you guys. Look at this. We have the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups, again, something, being very happy, maybe even buying a home here, just celebrating, being comfortable, being able to enjoy life. That's what this means, like the 10 of Cups here. We have the 3 of Cups, right? So now here we are making good decisions, and whatever it may be. It could be relationships, finances. It could be your situation here. It doesn't necessarily need to be a whole ton of things, but you could have a lot of things that you're trying to accomplish or trying to get through. And here it's saying, one thing at a time is going to get you to more happiness and more, being able to let go of that burden. Okay, so again, that 10 of Cups is being that extreme happiness. Maybe there's something here that's going to be, I see a lot of blessings here, and I see a lot of creativity here, but I also see a lot of joy and laughter. I do apologize, I hit the tripod. But yeah, so good things are here for you, Gemini. But again, it's the decisions you make. Okay, so you could be you could be faced with decisions, and you're just like, I'm not sure, right? I'm not sure what I want to do here. I don't know how to accomplish them. How do I get to this result? Again, there's some difficult decisions here, but you're going to make some good decisions. And at first, again, your mind is going to be like, I don't know if that's going to be what we should do, right? I don't know if that's what you should do, but yes, maybe we should. Okay, your gut is telling you one thing, your mind is telling you another, your heart is telling you another. But here it's talking about being emotionally happy, being like letting that burden off and being able to breathe here. So again, it could be a relationship, a job, a situation you might be in. It could be finances. Wow, you guys, the 8 of Cups. So you really want to pursue a better path. You definitely want to pursue something better. You want to leave a situation where it just wasn't suitable for you to be able to do something, to be able to be happy here. Okay, so there's a lot of joy here, there's a lot of laughter here, there's a lot of emotions here. The cup, there's a lot of Cups card here, right? And it talks about, in order to have that end result that you're looking for, you have to let go of something, right? You've got to do one thing at a time. If you're wanting a better life, what is it that we got to let go of? What is it that we have to balance so that we can have that better life, or a better job, or a better financial situation, or whatever it may be for you. Everybody, it's different in your journey, okay? We have the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who takes care of herself, okay? But who's very financially stable. This could be buying a home as well. Being very organized and being practical, you guys. I feel like when you're practical in your decision making, you end up with a better result. You end up with prosperity. You end up with being financially independent. You could be, wanting to do a business here, okay? There is somebody here with dark hair or dark eyes. Maybe you're going to be talking to this person. Maybe this is you. But I feel like there's a business also here for some of you, okay? So whether it's a job or you're creating a business or thinking about it, I feel like this is something else, okay? This is another thing here. All right, Gemini, let's continue. All right, what else do we have for Gemini? July 12th through the 18th, 2021. So remember, one thing at a time, one day at a time, one decision at a time gives you the end positive result that you're looking for. So if you're searching for something better and you're wanting that progress and you're wanting improvement, the way to do it is just kind of do one thing at a time, okay? And then everything else will fall into its proper order in the way that the universe is wanting it to happen, okay? Not the way we want it to happen, in the way that the universe wants it to happen. Wow, the Death card, Scorpio. So sudden changes here, you guys. The Death card is about sudden changes and transformation and letting go of things that aren't suitable for you, as we talked about. Looking at all of your situation in a whole. What is it, the one thing that you can let go of now that can help you in the future? I feel like, again, there's some financial sacrifices here. I feel even though there's some sacrifices or there's some decision making here and there's some letting go, there's a definite blessing in disguise that's definitely going to push you to something better, and it's going to lead you to a new beginning, right? So the Death card here, these are really good cards, you guys. So if there's something here that you're trying to learn, something you're trying to accomplish, it's all about looking at everything from a whole and just doing it without really thinking. If your gut is saying, Gemini, this is it, this is what we got to do, then do it without putting thought into it, because once we start letting our mind come into play, then we start not wanting to do what it is that we need to do, what we know we need to do, okay, in order to have that positive end result. So we have the Ace of Swords. What did I say? A new beginning, right? But we have to let something go that isn't suitable for us. That Ace of Swords there is all about a new plan, gaining clarity about, yes, this is how I'm going to gain that fresh start. This is, all of the ideas I have to get there. Again, new plan, there's victory, there's success. It's about changing your focus. It's about letting something go, something that, is going to be better for you. And I'm going to move this back a little bit. I just feel like the camera isn't focusing, so I'm hitting the tripod again. So, all right. So here, what do we have again, you guys? We've got a lot on our plates. Maybe we're juggling things. Again, we need to let go of things that aren't suitable for us to be able to pursue a better path, to be able to have a less stressful situation. We will have, new plans. Sometimes we feel like, oh my gosh, no, this isn't gonna get us anywhere. But if we hold on to those things, that means that we're not getting anywhere, right? We're just kind of adding more stress to us. But here, we're taking the steps necessary to take control over our situation, to pursue a better path. So let's go ahead and get some oracle cards, not oracle cards, but let's clarify. Divine Universe, Holy Spirit, and Guardian Angels, please clarify this reading for the zodiac sign of Gemini, July 12th through the 18th, 2021. So will I miss my card? Yes, absolutely. I had it for 6 years. A whole year, didn't pay for it because of, the situation in the world right now. And so it put me behind where I would have another over a year and a half to continue on my payments. But they were hefty payments, guys. I have to be realistic about it. And I just have to say, I will have to share my story because a lot of you always, I see not negative remarks or comments, but just discouraging comments, right? And honestly, if you let go and let God, everything falls into place, and that's kind of what I did. I didn't worry about things, and when I didn't work and I had absolutely no income, God provided. Okay, so imagine that I didn't work for the last 2-3 years. I might have worked like 2-3 months out of that time, and didn't have any income or not really anyone to help me, but somehow my payments got paid. Think about that. I hustled, yeah, I did a little bit side business, but it wasn't, well, I don't want to say it wasn't enough. It was enough to cover my finances. How's that? And it wasn't every month either. So, definitely blessings. All right, Spirit. Let's get clarity on this Two of Pentacles for Gemini. What is this about, please? Let's get clarity on this Two of Pentacles for Gemini. July 12th to the 18th, 2021. What is this about? Two of Pentacles for Gemini. Okay. So, we have the Eight of Batons. So it's about news, it's about communication, it's about completing projects. So remember, our plates might be full. So we might be juggling a lot of things. But we need to do one thing at a time to be able to complete the projects, right? Two of Pentacles, we're juggling, we're balancing. Eight of Batons in this deck is about completing projects. So focus on one thing at a time to have a successful outcome, you guys. You also have the Hermit card representing a Virgo. And what does this mean? This means that we need time to reflect, we need to shut down, and we need to create that balance so that we can accomplish the goals that we're trying to accomplish and complete the projects that we have. So it doesn't necessarily mean an actual project. This can be a plan, this could be whatever it may be, right, for you. Whatever your situation is, what is it that you have? What is it that you have 10 things wanting to do? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe you're like me and you have all these side hustles and you're trying to make the time to do each one of them, and you have a full-time job. How do you do it, right? So you have to make a list and you have to create the time blocking, right? That's how we complete projects, okay? So let's try to figure out that plan that's going to be best for you to have that better outcome. All right. Wow, Spirit really wanted this to come out. This isn't clarifying anything, but it says the Wheel of Fortune. And this is about destiny. This is about wealth and success. This is about moving you towards your destiny. This is fate, you guys. So we're going to leave this here because that's a bonus card. So remember, when we do one thing at a time, we focus on one thing at a time, we accomplish our end goals, right? We get projects done. So we need to take time and reflect. What is it that we need to change? What do we need to let go of so that we can start tackling our list? The Wheel of Fortune says, don't worry about the motions of letting go. Know that you're going towards something better. This is fate. You're going to be wealthy. You're going to be successful. You're going to be accomplished. You will be moving towards your destiny. Okay? All right, Spirit. Let's get clarity on the Death card. What is this Death card about? What is this change about for Gemini? July 12th to the 18th, 2021. What is this Death card about for Gemini? I really, really love how Spirit just talks to you through the cards and how there's confirmation, okay? So the Death card is about change and transformation. Remember, it's about letting go of something that isn't attainable anymore, something that isn't there, that can push you towards something better, right? The Death card is about a blessing in disguise. It's about offers you a new beginning. Here it is. Exceptional circumstances, success and happiness, joy and freedom. So sudden changes are going to come, and it's going to push you towards that, where you're going to have success and you're going to have that sense of freedom, and you're going to feel good about this, Gemini. So if you're faced with hard decisions and you're juggling a lot, there's something here that needs to be let go so you have that better outcome, and you will be happy. I mean, look at your cards. They are very positive, very positive. So new opportunities that improve your situation here, okay? Financial increases, but not only that, we have the Fool card. And what is the Fool card about, you guys? It's about a new beginning. It's about taking that leap of faith, right? And being able to just be free, like the fool. Just be free. We have the Sun card, that sense of freedom, that new beginning. This is about new journeys, new opportunities that are going to be make you happy. This is about blessing in disguise. This is about starting your journey, starting your business, starting your life, being optimistic about it, and trusting. Most important, trusting, okay? But there are some exciting things that are coming your way here. And I really feel that you just need to trust this. You let go and trust, okay? So we do have the Knight of Swords. This is a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. The Knight of Swords is about, in the way that the reading is going, it's about being knowledgeable and being able to be practical, right? Being logical, being practical, and being efficient, okay? And things working out in your favor, being effective. It'll be working out in your favor here. But I just feel like, again, you're moving toward your destiny. This is fate, you guys. This is fate. Whatever decisions that you're going to have to be faced with, although you might be feeling it might be a little complicated or a little hard, do it. Have faith. Know that there's a blessing in disguise at this reading. This is fate. This Wheel of Fortune just came out of, wasn't clarifying. It popped out and said, give the message to Gemini that this is fate. You're moving towards your destiny and where you are supposed to be in this time of your life. Okay? Let's get clarity on the Ten of Wands in reverse. Let's get clarity of Ten of Wands in reverse. Please, what is this about? Ten of Wands in reverse for Gemini, July 12th through the 18th, 2021. What is this about? Wow, you guys, we have the Star card. And the Star card is representing an Aquarius. And again, this is about having faith. This is about focus. This is about having hope, being ambitious for your future, and letting go of those heavy burdens, right? So that Ten of Wands is like, we're no longer carrying that burden that we were carrying in the beginning of our journey, right? It's going to be different for everybody, and it's going to happen in different time frames from everybody, okay? May not happen this week, can happen next month, could have already happened, right? But you are taking control of your situation. Now that you're taking control of your situation, have faith, have hope, be ambitious for your future, because it's a very good outcome. It's very positive here. I don't know what else to say, but that this is fate, you guys. The time is now for a lot of you. It's going to start happening, but remember, we have to do our part as well. We can't hold on to everything and expect miracles. We have to let go of something in order for something new to come in. Okay, we have the Temperance card that represents a Sagittarius. This is about balance, this is about healing, and this is about a greater success in this card. So we have, not only are we moving towards our fate, but we're having a greater success. We're healing in the process, and we're creating a balance, okay, where we're going to feel comfortable about this. Let's get clarity on the Ace of Swords. What is this Ace of Swords about, please, for Gemini? Ace of Swords. So we know we got to let something go, right? We know that in order to be happy, in order to be successful, in order to be stress-free, we have to figure out what that is for you. What is this Ace of Swords about for Gemini, please? What is this Ace of Swords about for Gemini? Whoa, you guys, the cards just flew out. We're going to take these cards that came out because they're face up. So we have the Nine of Coins, okay? So again, this is about financial independence. This is about being fulfilled, triumphing over all obstacles and stress and situations, and being successful. Okay, so we're clarifying this Ace of Swords, but I'm sticking them here just so that it's not all cluttered, right? So that 9. So we're letting go of something, and we're going to move towards something that's going to bring us stability financially, right? Things are going to increase for you. You're going to triumph through a lot, and you're going to be successful. And then we have so we have quite a few cup cards here, okay? We have the Eight of Cups. So here we are. We're wanting something better. We want to pursue something better. But some of you are reluctant to change. Some of you are reluctant. You're not letting go of the situation, okay? And in order for you to move forward, you got to let go of the past. You got to let go of something that isn't letting you move forward. So here is your clarity. So some of you emotionally are tied to something that you just won't let go of. You won't part of. You need to let go of it in order to be happy, in order to have success, in order to triumph. Then you have the Seven of Cups. And this is about choices. Some of you are confused still and contemplating about what it is that you need to do. Now, I gave you my example. What is it for you? What is it in your life that you need to let go of in order to have a fresh start, in order to move towards something better, in order to triumph and move toward faith? Okay? Know that it's there for you. Then we have the King of Coins, and I love this because this is about moving towards stability, but we have to adapt to our situation. We have to have courage to adapt to our situation so that we can move forward, right? So that we can have a better future, so we can have a better outcome, so we can have success and triumph over everything, okay? So remember, this is fate. Now, if you don't move towards that, then we're not going to get there, okay? So the King of Coins is saying that you will have stability, but you have to you need to adapt to different situations, and you need to have courage. There is someone here with dark hair, dark eyes. Again, I mentioned that earlier, and it's coming out again. Maybe you're going to be dealing with somebody with dark hair, dark eyes, maybe, or a dark complexion, maybe a tan complexion, or maybe there's somebody you're going to meet. Okay, but there's something here that you need to adapt to. So yeah, there's a lot of change here, but we're going to need that courage in order for you to move towards fate. This is your fate, you guys. So don't be afraid to make the toughest decisions. Don't be afraid to let go of the things that you feel like you shouldn't let go of, or that you can't let go of. It is fate. This is your fate. This is your destiny. You are headed towards better times, but we got to make some adjustments here, okay? That's what that adaptability is all about. It's about adjustments. It's about we are juggling too much. And in order for us to have that good fresh start, we need to take time away from the world to reflect what is that. For each and every one of you, it's going to be different. I hope that this was insightful. Be blessed, and we'll talk soon.